Vincent, thank you so much for joining us. Always good to have you here in studio on Real Health.
Thank you, Michael.
Now, diabetes is a topic that we talk about more and more these days because it certainly is becoming more prevalent. Why is it so important that people take the steps to change their lifestyle if they are diagnosed with diabetes, as opposed to just trying to put a Band-Aid on the problem?
It's about taking charge of your life. Why did one have diabetes in the first place?
Right.
Why did one get to that situation? One can actually control, live with, improve one's life to the point where it isn't debilitating.
Yes.
And I think another thing too is that every person is different before they get diabetes.
Yes.
We all think, oh, so-and-so eats as much chocolate as they like and the next person doesn't.
Yes, yes.
But we all have different tolerance levels to bad eating.
Yes.
I think if you are diabetic, don't look at it as if there's no solution. It's about how do you actually get your cravings to be at a point where you don't crave a sugary food.
Yes,
or
yes.
a cake or a fizzy drink.
Right.
And it's about taking charge of your dietary side where once you get your mineral levels right, your sugar levels your sugar cravings become controlled.
Okay. Now, why is that if you mentioned mineral levels being an important aspect, why do mineral levels cause sugar cravings as opposed to a craving for something that's going to help with the minerals?
Okay, so how it works really is that if your sugar levels are here at this level, your mineral levels are normally there.
Okay.
Minerals come from vegetables.
Yes.
In other words, salads, green foods, anything green.
Mm-hmm.
So as you eat green foods, your mineral levels rise,
Right.
which counteract your sugar levels.
Okay.
Your sugar cravings start dropping the higher your mineral levels go, but it takes 2 to 3 weeks to eat healthy foods to get to that point.
We talk about type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and then of course there's pre-diabetic when you're not quite diabetic yet and you can still do something about it. But then on the other side of things, there's insulin resistance.
Yes.
What is insulin resistance and how does that impact a diabetic?
Okay, well, let's start with pre-diabetic, and that's about your symptoms would be very similar. In other words, you would have your thirst and your various cravings and your tiredness and your dizzy spells and so forth, and you would be checking your sugar levels. Yes. I would actually go in probably twice a year and have a sugar checkup and just see that everything's on track.
Yes.
And you would do it at around about 10 o'clock in the morning between meals.
Okay.
Don't have it straight after a meal.
Right.
And then you would have type 2 diabetes, which is where you would have to have an insulin type tablet.
Okay.
Where you can control it through diet. Your tablet is there, but it's not there to be used to counteract bad eating habits.
Right. Okay.
And this is where the problem comes in.
Yes.
Is that type 2, type 1 is when you're on injections.
Okay.
It's almost built into us that I'm diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
I can take my tablet and I can go out and eat what I like.
Okay.
And I can fulfill my craving, but the doctor has told me to watch out what I need to eat, but I'm almost immune.
Yes, because I'm taking a tablet.
Because I'm taking a tablet, but you're not immune.
Okay.
It's about having an insulin tablet. It's about correcting your diet to the point where your insulin tablet can be reduced to a point where your medication is minimized.
Okay.
And you're not wanting to get to an injectable stage where your pancreas says, I'm not interested in producing insulin.
Right.
Once you're on injections, so between tablets and injections, insulin resistance basically means that the body has got to a point that you're eating so many foods with sugary type substances, sugar,
Yes, yes.
that your body cannot take the insulin that you're giving it or that you're producing, and it can't actually assimilate and use it.
Okay.
And your body becomes resistant to actually using it because it can't do anything with the amount of sugar in your body.
Yes. So no matter how much insulin you're giving your body, it can't use it.
It can't use it because your body is saying, hang on, sugar level's too high,
Yes.
I'm giving up.
Okay.
You're not helping me. Whatever's going in my mouth or your mouth is not helping your body. I'm now becoming insulin resistant and I give up.
Yes, yes.
So basically it's saying, please change your diet.
Okay.
Your body's telling you that.
Yes.
Change your diet, and then the insulin resistance moves away. You become non-insulin resistant.
So it's not a end of the
permanent.
line kind of
no,
thing.
not at all. It's not permanent.
Yes.
It's about changing your diet, getting your cravings under control through correct eating and veggie drinks and little juices, your green juices and so forth, eating sprouts and eating salads, getting your mineral levels up, sugar cravings drop, sugar intake reduces, insulin becomes usable. And the only way you're insulin resistant is because you're overloading your system every single day, eating what you think you can eat, that you shouldn't be eating.
Now, you've mentioned eating the good stuff, the greens, the mineral and vitamin-rich foods. Are there other sort of herbal elements that we can include in our diet which are also useful to avoid insulin resistance or reduce insulin resistance, and also to just, like, that are full of minerals that help to boost that whole system?
It's about super green. So in other words, your spirulinas, your anything green, your wheat grasses, your barley grasses, anything. In fact, nowadays you can literally go out and get a tin of powderized super green powders, which you can literally add to your meals, your smoothies, in other words, you could drink it as it is or literally add it to your meal. So super green, chlorophyll rich herbs, dried, or if you can literally find it growing, if you can grow the sprouts, please, all the best. That's the way you should do it.
Now, Vincent, in our Real Health Medicine cabinet, we've got a product called Diaboost. Tell us how that works and how that aids in reducing insulin resistance in the body.
All right. Diaboost has been formulated with multiple herbs. It's got many ingredients in it. It's what you call a complex formulation. It's there to improve circulation. It's got red cayenne pepper, it's got your black pepper, it's got your ginger, warming, improved circulation, blood flow. It's got your bilberry for eyesight. Because diabetics, you do have a situation with degeneration in eyesight, so it improves. So it's your general tonic. Then it's got multiple actives, bioflavonoids. It's got your black walnut in it, which is there to get pancreatic function going. So even if your pancreas is to the point where there's a minimal amount of insulin, it will assist you to produce more insulin. At the same time, assisting you with take-up of the actual receptors, so your body being able to utilize that insulin to convert sugar. But the key is, if you're not eating correctly, nothing will work as a supplement. Not even your medication, not your prescription medications, nothing will work unless you change your diet and try and see it through that first 2 to 3 week of pain of changing over to the new eating type structures. In other words, even if you go to a nutritionist, go and get proper dietary advice. Change, but once you've got over that 21-day cycle of changing your habits, you'll find that this tonic will excel. Because it will assist you with uptake of insulin. And at the same time, get your circulation going, get your energy levels right. It's got adaptogenic herbs. So all around, see it as your general diabetic tonic to assist you with reducing all symptoms. Whether it be leg ulcer formation, whether it be cold hands and feet, whether it be neuropathy. It's got herbs in there to improve nerve function. It has everything you need, but on one condition: watch what goes in your mouth. What you drink and eat, please give it your best to change that.
Now, if I am a diabetic and I'm on metformin and other medications to control that, how do I need to talk to my doctor about taking something like this, or is it natural enough and gentle enough that it's not going to have an influence on my medication?
It won't have an influence. So you can use it in conjunction with. All you do have to do is, when you do start the Diaboost, just within the next week or two, go in for a checkup. And just to monitor, because of your medication, you might find that your insulin level intake might be too high. If you're able to utilize, suddenly your receptors are able to use it, it's functioning better. So you may find that your insulin intake can reduce with your dietary change as well. So it's about checking up on it. Otherwise, you may be wasting medication as well.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. Vincent, where is Diaboost available?
Everywhere, all pharmacies, all health stores, and if not, ask them to order it from their wholesaler, their local wholesaler. But most of your big chain groups and pharmacies have it in stock already.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Vincent, I think this has been a fascinating discussion for me, knowing some diabetics out there who are way off the wagon and off the mark in terms of what they're eating and expecting that they can just carry on. So thank you for sharing that insight. I think it's very valuable.
Thank you. It's been great.